Our Black History series, Where It Began, Block by Block, continues this week with a look at a school in Liberty County.
Dorchester Academy is now a museum that highlights civil rights leaders and their work in Midway. Our Jasmine Butler visited the museum and has the story.
Don Haley, Dorchester Academy has gone through many phases, from being a school for freed slaves to laying the foundation for Dr. King's protest in Birmingham. It was a push for African Americans to be able to vote, and this school is where many people learned to do it. Streets of Liberty County are busy and they're growing.
It's gone from a traditional rural community. Now we're a little bit urban, even approximately 70,000 people in our community.
Donald Lovett serves as the county's commission chairman, but these are also the streets he played in as a kid. Streets filled with fond memories and what he calls a rich history.
Liberty County has its own list of heroes and sheroes who have helped to make America what it is today.
Many of those figures walked these halls.
Remembering the women who matter.
It's a place in Midway called Dorchester Academy, founded after the Civil War as a school for freed slaves.
There was a gentleman who was formerly enslaved. He was elected to the Georgia legislature. He began to accrue property.
That gentleman, Reverend William A. Golden.
He donated the first plot of land for a school on this property called the Homestead School, which then transitions into a school led by the American Missionary Association and the Freedmen's Bureau. And the school is called Dorchester Academy.
Hermina Glasshill, who curated the now Dorchester Museum, says it was a place to educate young black children and soon turned into one where many black people would learn to function as American citizens, voting American citizens.
Learning phonics, learning how to read, learning how to write your name in cursive, learning how to write a check and fill out a check, learning how to add.
Dorchester became a staple for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. as civil rights leaders prepared a plan known as Project C to hold nonviolent protests in Birmingham, Alabama. The end goal was to end segregation.
In 1963, King and the SCLC, they came here. The actual retreat was in this particular building, and this is the suite that Reverend King slept in along with others.
It was one of many historical moments here. Hill highlights those moments in the museum. As a black woman, why is it important for you to kind of highlight those hidden stories?
My great-great-grandmother was a slave. She couldn't get an education. Her children were sharecroppers. I am a product. I stand on their shoulders. I am a product of that. And that is a story that I know many African Americans share.
There are dozens of civil rights leaders who passed through the doors of Dorchester Academy. Later this month, I'll tell you more about who they were and how Hill curated this museum to highlight them.
Thanks so much, Jasmine. And don't forget to join us as we celebrate Black History Month with news stories showcasing the rich history in the coastal empire and low country. The last showcase of this is Where It Began will air next Thursday right here on The News at 7, but you can always find past stories on WTOC.com.